I would like to give the floor for the distinguished representative of Romania. You have the floor.
Give the floor to the youth representative of Romania.
Floor to the distinguished representatives of Romania. You have the floor.
I now give the floor to the distinguished representative from Romania.
I have now the great pleasure to invite the Romanian youth delegates to take the floor.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We are honored for the great opportunity and responsibility to represent the young people from our country.
I stand before you grateful for this incredible opportunity offered by the Romanian government through the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to be the voice of young people from our country.
Please allow me to quote and emphasize some of the opinions of the generation we represent. Young people are a vital resource for development, being the key agents to social change, economic growth, and technological innovation. End of quote. Youth involvement in the high-level decision-making process should represent a priority, as by actively participating, young people will be enforced to play a vital role in their community's progress and of their own.
By delegating increased responsibility in our hands, we become empowered and motivated to actively promote positive changes in our societies. It also leads us to recognize our role and position and make decisions for ourselves and our communities from a well-informed standpoint. Involvement sets free and turns one into an independent, dynamic and creative individual and nonetheless a responsible citizen in a global society.
We are sure that young people nowadays from all over the world need to have more trust in their ability to be better students, better citizens, better human beings.
Regardless of their background, it is essential for youth to be recognized as contributors to the well-being of their societies and be given the right tools for their development in order for them to be seen, heard, and become co-creators of a good society when one should be thought first and foremost the art of being human.
Today we would like to kindly call your attention on three key issues that we consider as being of paramount importance, not only for young people in Romania, but also for youth worldwide. Firstly, active participation, secondly, youth employment, and thirdly, education.
Your Excellencies, the youth of Romania have brought to our attention three key aspects: education, employment, and civic engagement.
3 years ago, in 2005, I joined a national project aiming to monitor and assess the way children's and young people's rights were respected in Romania. The project's main objective was to identify the common problem faced by the young people in my country. It came out that most recurrent problem is the difficulty in finding a suitable workplace after completion of their studies.
Talking about youth employment has become unfortunately something of a leitmotif in all international debates, regardless of the respective fora. However, it shouldn't be forgotten that we keep repeating it for a very good reason. Not enough is being done thus far, especially in a context aggravated by a global economic crisis which still seems to be lingering around.
There is unfortunately little convergence between commitments and real actions, or at least their effects, what makes us think of an old Latin saying that not just verba volant, but also scripta volant. That is, not just spoken words, but also written words may vanish.
Although the world's economy knew a substantial progress, and we do have better chances to find a decent job, young people are still exposed to serious risks, even if they really are the beating heart of the world of tomorrow. In order to contribute to a substantial enhancement of the global labor market, we really have to focus on some specific ways of action.
As far as employment is concerned, the youth need public policies that facilitate their entry to the job market and an environment that fosters entrepreneurship. As employment is the natural stage after pursuing an education, it should be a place where the youth can put their skills to the test, continuously innovate and push the economy forward.
Young people are not just young professionals, but we are also members of our communities and should strive to become better citizens. Unfortunately, political apathy has become the default in many countries. However, in Romania, different ethos has recently started to emerge. On November 16, 2014, more than 11 million people turned out to vote in the second round of the presidential elections. The turnout, around 64%, was amongst the highest in decades. An important part of this was political inclusion and civic participation of youth.
It can be easily observed that young people in Romania and from all over the world have led the recent social movements in their countries, thus creating real trends expressing the need of a major change, no matter the field.
In the field of activism and youth participation, we should reaffirm the role of youth organizations and active young people in the global economy and development. Volunteering as a way of active participation engages young people in communities while anchoring youngsters in a positive educational process aimed towards gaining soft skills required in the present context of the labor market.
Bear in mind that the structure of educational system we have today was devised hundreds of years ago. While we claim we are modern individuals, most of us study in mostly outdated educational institutions. How can we fix this? Well, most answers refer to investing more money in education or redesigning the curricula.
Saying that education is vital and that it represents the source of all accomplishments and failures of a society, it's nothing new. What would be new is to admit that mistreating education is a real attack to the security of a society, regardless of the country we talk about. Each society finds its development and history in the hands of education.
Information is the first step to engagement. Consequently, the youth need to be better informed about their rights and responsibilities and introduced to political education from an early age in order for them to be connected with the local and global agenda.
Thus, we take the chance to plead for the implementation of a national mentorship program for vulnerable groups of young people, orphans, those with disabilities, the ones living in poverty, those with parents working abroad, Roma and the NEETs.
I've always said that if I were to be born again, I would choose Romania as my origin country. Yes, it's not the perfect society, and yes, Romania has its own problems, but also Romania has great opportunities for those who work hard and follow their dreams.
Therefore, we have the responsibility and the opportunity to act. The time is now. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your trust.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Să continuați să promovați această cauză, urmând înțelepciunea filozofiei marelui Nicolae Titulescu, care spunea: și chiar de nu voi fi un far, ci o candelă, ajunge. Și chiar de nu voi fi nici candelă, tot ajunge, fiindcă m-am străduit să aprind lumina.